The Winter Olympics are apparently made up of 16 different sports, where highly trained athletes push their limits against other competitors, but that's boring. So today we'll be looking at the Olympics for the world of Pokemon.
I've sorted all 16 sports into 4 distinct groups, each based on what they test competitors on most. We'll go through every Pokemon and essentially put them into those groups according to what sport I think they would perform the best at. Also, if you like concepts like this, then I'd highly recommend subscribing. I'd also really appreciate your support.
Bulbasaur at most in the slider at the back, because the ones in the back of the bobsleigh I don't think need to turn it. Future me can correct that. And we'll put the rest of the line here. Charmander. This flame is kind of messing with me because I feel like it would melt through the snow. It's fine. Charizard though I think honestly might make for more of a goalie situation like Venusaur. You know what? We're actually gonna need a new category. Can't do the sport, I guess, because some Pokemon just don't have limbs. Caterpie and Ekans 100% not. No, like that's just a long tube. Alolan Raichu is actually gonna go great on skiing. I know it's floating and stuff, but it does have the actual technique, and I'm even gonna move this to the front. Sandshrew, at most in the back like Ivysaur and Bulbasaur, to be fair. Nidoqueen would probably go into the fighters, and then we're gonna put the same for the Nidoking line. Now for Clefairy and Clefable. You know what? Actually, no. This is gonna go into like the figure skating list. I actually think they would do well there. Vulpix, honestly, doesn't necessarily mean that the Pokemon wouldn't have force. Are they called inline skates? Whatever they're called. You know what? I think Jigglypuff does make for a good skater. Wigglytuff probably as well. Zubat definitely won't be able to do the sport. Oddish has a similar thing going. Gloom, Slider, I guess. I mean, Vileplume can do it. It's just the fact that Vileplume has this massive plume, I guess you would call it, on top of its head. And I do feel like that would get in the way. It would have to tilt its head up the entire time, wouldn't it? Okay, the mushrooms. They won't even want to compete. I'm honestly going to put this in disqualified. Venonat, its small hands probably won't let it do the sport. Venomoth has a similar thing going for it. Diglett, unless the images of how it looks from beneath are true, I don't think it will be able to do the sport. Golduck, unironically, I think Golduck would perform great on either skating or skiing. I'm tempted to even go skaters on this. Mankey would probably go into the fighters, and Primate, just a better version of it. I can just see a full team of Primates. Growlithe, I'm gonna assume it can do something similar to Vulpix. Abra. Maybe I'm wrong about this, but I would believe Abra can just stop floating. Machamp, Machoke, and Machamp are 100% on the fighters. Honestly, this entire Bellsprout line is not going to be able to do the sport. Geodude, they don't even have legs, unless it's with Graveler. Geodude is going to be disqualified. I'm going to put Graveler and Golem into fighters. Ponyta, I honestly think this one's way more fire than Charmander's fire. Won't be able to do the sport. That's just a lot of fire. The Galarian forms, however, honestly, I think we're gonna put them into skaters. Slowpoke. I think we're gonna have another slider situation on here, right? Slowbro. At most a fighter, I just think it's going to be too stupid to do anything. Magnemite and Magnezone have something... no, they can't even do the sport because they can't even hold it. I think Farfetch'd would honestly make for a good skater. Grimer does not have legs, it can't do the sport. Muk and everyone else too. Shelter and Cloyster, they also go into this group. Ghastly as well. Haunter is disqualified, it's floating. Gengar at most. I honestly think Gengar would make for a pretty good fighter. That's just a rock snake. Krabby. I don't think it will be able to do the sport. No, that's just a bunch of eggs. Cubone, unironically, might make for a pretty good, or not a pretty good one, but I think it would make for an alright skater. Marowak would just be a better version of that. Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan, whatever their names are, I always mix them up. Honestly, you would think they would go into fighter, and I do agree. I think they would fit very well into there. But I do feel like, I think this one's Hitmonlee, would make for a pretty good skier. Or even the slider, I'm going to put into skier for now. Lickitung. I guess fighters would probably make the most sense for this. Coughing and wheezing don't make much sense to have on here. Chansey, at most skater, I think. Honestly, like figure skating would probably fit for it. Tangela, can't do the sport, doesn't have arms. Kangaskhan, as long as it doesn't get the help from its child, I think fighter is not bad, right? Hold on, Mr. Mime might go really good. Skater's alright for this one, but I think Galarian Mr. Mime. This one's good. Might even be better than Golduck, to be fair. Jinx. Are there legs under there? I don't want to check that. Are there though? If we put it into fighters, that's honestly like, I think we'll just leave it there. Pinsir, I think, would actually do well as a skier too. Magikarp definitely not. Gyarados as well. Lapras also won't be able to do sport. Ditto, ho ho ho. I mean, are we allowing for Ditto to transform to any Pokemon? No, right? Because we're not allowing the other Pokemon to cheat either. I think it's disqualified. Eevee would probably make for a pretty good skater. I think something like Vaporeon. I honestly think Vaporeon's tail would get in its way. Sliders might work for it. I'm going to put Jolteon onto skaters and then also Flareon. Porygon's definitely not able to do it. Almighty and Amistar are in a similar situation. Snorlax. I mean, it can walk upright, right? It's just gonna be like a really bad fighter at most. Dragonite, however, will put it into, I think fighters is alright. Mewtwo, skier is probably a situation where it could work the most in. And Mew itself, it's in a similar situation as Ditto, because it can transform, so we're gonna say it's disqualified. I think Meganium's just too big. I think at most the skater, just a really bad one, I guess. I mean, Typhlosion is able to stand up on its hind legs, so I think skier is probably a good fit for it. And Hisuian Typhlosion as well. Totodile. I think it's gonna make for an alright skater. For Alligator, actually, yeah, honestly, I think its bigger build just makes it better for a fighter. Holy moly. Okay, we gotta go fast. Hoot, no, that's a bug. No. Pinshu, no. Pichu, probably, I think skater is fine. Cleffa. Yeah, we're putting you in skater, it's fine. Togepi, I think same situation here. It's kind of going all over the place, I'm now realizing, because I did put some four-legged Pokemon here. I mean, Taurus can, I mean, if there's just a bunch of Taurus in a, how is it called? Bobsled there. That would actually go pretty hard. Mareep. You can go on skaters. Ampharos. You know what? No, I'm gonna put this on skier. Blossom. I'll put it here for figure skating. Azumarill. I think Azumarill would do better in skaters. I don't know why, but I'm gonna go with it. Sudowoodo can hold. Then again, it can do skating. Open to can't do. You as well. Jumpluff as well. Sandkern, that's just a seed. That's a plant. Whoopers might be able to do skiing, right? Skiing's alright. This list is gonna be so Where's the other Hooper? Oh, it's Whooper and it's not Hooper. Espeon, similar situation as these two. Umbreon would also go into there. Wobbuffet, are those even legs? Those are 4. No, I can't do it. Dunsparce won't be able to do it. Gligar might be. And it can use its wings to like turn better. I think Skiers. We'll put it here. And that's another fish. Scissor. Scissor's probably gonna be an alright skier. Shuckle, no. Heracross can probably go into skier as well. Sneasel, that's a pretty good one. Sneasel is pretty good. It's going to go in a similar situation to these 3. Hisuian Sneasel will probably do even better. I think honestly this mountain climbing navigation thing that they have going, I think would make it better in skiing. Ursaring, definitely fighter. Okay, Slugma and Macargo, even if they did try, they're disqualified. They would definitely burn through the snow. Swinub and Piloswine, they just can't do it. As much as they want to try, no. That's another fish, that's an octopus. Delibird, as long as it doesn't hold onto the bag, I think it would. Actually, you know what? No, I think skiing. I can see it doing skiing. That's a bird. Houndour. Putting all of these Pokemon in here is saying that they're in the back of the slider section. That's fine. Houndour can go here. Phanpy, I think can do skating somehow. Donphan, we'll put in fighters, that's fine. Porygon, can't do sport. Standler might be able to do skiing. Why am I even saying skiing? It doesn't have arms. Skaters is fine. Meowth, can I control its tail? I assume, but it uses it more as a paintbrush. But it does have coordination with it, so I'm putting skiing. Tyrogue, I think? Whatever it's called. You can... You know what? No, this is like a goalie position. You can go here. Fighters. Blissey has such stubby arms. I don't know. I mean, if you need the weight in the back of one of those, like, how do I call it again? I keep forgetting their names. Whatever, the tubes. Blissey could probably go in there. Raikou, Entei, and Suicune. I think legendary Pokemon are just going to, in general, be disqualified. Trigo's fine as a skater. Grovyle. Grovyle has better coordination. Honestly, Grovyle I can see definitely is a good skier. Oh, Blaziken would go really good as a skier, actually, I think. Wurmple. I can't do the sport. No one tell me against that. Like, no. Seedot. Could it even fit its legs into one of those skis? And putting in the back of the sliders. Leaves as hands. There's of these, like, what are those bottom things on your feet? They look like skis. I'll put you in gears. Pelipper, it has legs. I just feel like the beak is way too large and won't be able to hold anything. So for skating, I don't think it's going to make sense. Oh, Curly, I would go very good as an performative skater. Yeah, Gardevoir. Doesn't Gardevoir just float, or does it have legs? Does Gardevoir have legs? Does Gardevoir have legs? And where are the Gardevoir sprites? Yeah, I don't think Gardevoir has legs. Oh no, it does. Okay. And slender white legs. Okay. I think Gardevoir can go into skaters. No, slacking? I don't know why, but I think slider fits. Nincada, I feel like could work similarly to Surskit. Loudred. Again, like Loudred is going to probably be a fighter. Exploud, similar situation here. I mean, Nosepass, it's so stiff. I'll put it to the back of the fighters, but I'm not happy. Skitty. Here, Skitty Bitty sees this. We'll put this into... You're a good skater. You're a good skater. Mawile. Like, this will get in the way. Like, the maw of it or the jaw, whatever you call it. I think I'll put it in can't do the sport. That's a shark. That's a whale. Bigger whale. I mean, Torkoal, again, is like very hot. Someone correct me in the comments. I think this one can't do the sport. Spinda. I mean, if one of the judges is seeing Spinda and just assumes it's part of the performance, figure skating would go, yes. I mean, it has the 4 like insect legs like Surskit. We'll put it there. Flygon. Now, Flygon's tail would get in the way. Can't do the sport. Cacnea. Those stubby legs. But how would you fit skis on that? So, no. Oh, cast form. No, what even is that in the front of it? Oh, wait, Turtwig. Turtwig could go into... Those are stubby legs. No, I mean, I have a lot of stubby leg Pokemon and other ones too. Put you two sliders, that's fine. Chimchar. Actually, Chimchar, good skier, I think. Monferno, also. I think this entire line, unironically, is going to go into skiers. These 3 birds, the Staraptor line. Again, the claws just kind of make it look like it can do skating. Bidoof. And what do we do about you? I guess skater. The barrel. Nah, the tail is way in the way. No, can't do the sport. Roserade. I feel like it could grip things between those flower arms. Figure skating again. The entire Burmese not going to be able to do it. Nah. This slug thing, no. Gastrodon, no. Ambipom though. Hold on. I think Ambipom would go really good as a skater. No, I mean skier. Drifloon. It's the same situation as Vespiquen and Combi. Well, no, Combi doesn't have arms, but Vespiquen does have arms. Drifloon can go here and then Drifblim because it doesn't have arms. I mean, are those arms? We'll say those are arms. It's also disqualified. Yeah. Baniri, again, a lot of these are like Dawn's Pokemons from the Pokemon anime, if anyone knows. And I just from that see them more as a figure skater. So yeah, we'll put them into figure skating. Happini. Where is it even gonna hold the skis? No. Gibble. It's mostly just the mouth, I'm realizing now. No, I don't think I can do it. Riolu, as well as Lucario. Both of those could go into skiing. Like, I think they're better skiers. I mean, fighters would also work, but I do feel like skiing is better here. These hippopotamuses, we'll put them to the sliders. It's a fish, bigger fish. Licky Licky is, I think it's pretty funny seeing this going down the mountain, the skiers. Magmortar, those are not arms though. Oh, are those? It looks like those are arms on the side part. Nah, can't do the sport. Yeah, Mega, we need a lot of skis. Put it to skater. I feel like Rotom could do it if it inhabits a, I guess you would call it like an electric motorized ski thing, whatever, like, I don't know, snowboard Rotom. But then again, I also feel like that's cheating, so it's going to be disqualified. The monkeys. I mean, all of the monkeys I can see going down into skiers. Yeah, we're putting all the monkeys into skiers. I mean, this takes so long. I have to go all the way down and then back up again. Roggenrola, those are rocks it has for feet. It won't be able to do it. And the rest of the evolution line, definitely not. I mean, Drillbur and Excadrill can go into... We'll put it to skiers. I don't know. Someone's gonna say, like, this doesn't make any sense. I know that because I don't even know what makes sense at this point anymore. These 3, Conkeldurr, Timber, and whatever the other one's called, I mean, they're holding things all the time. I can see all 3 of them going to skiers. Yeah, that's fine. It's like I'm validating myself here. Fro and Sock, this just makes sense to put into fighter, right? Yeah. Lilligant, I can see as a good skater, but the Hisuian Lilligant, I can see it as a really good skater. Maybe even, yeah, I think the first one, yeah, for sure. The fish, another fish, yet another fish. Those are the same fish, it's just different colors. Darumaka I can see doing skiing. Galarian Darumaka definitely better because it's just more used to the environment. The evolved form now, this one depends. I can see Zen mode being disqualified as like a technique it uses. And these 2, they go into skier. That's fine. I feel like it keeps getting longer. No, 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 no. Trubbish, trubbish, trubbish. Go skaters. Minchinos, these two can go into... They like things clean, right? So I feel like their stylistic part of the skating competition would look pretty good. So we'll put them both here. All the deer go into skaters, yeah. All the deer. All the deer, all the deer, all the deer. Alamola, Alamamola, Mamola. I forgot you existed, to be fair. I think you can go into fighters. Poniard, how's it meant to hold it? That's just a knife in its hand, right? Nah, I can't do it. Bisharp can maybe grip it, but they're not, again, like not very well. I'm saying grip it because of the sticks. Braviary, I don't know why, but sliders, I think works the best here. Disqualified, disqualified, disqualified. Yeah, all of you into disqualified. Get it all checked off. Chespin, okay, we're in X and Y now. Chespin can do skiing, I'm sure of that. Litleo. This is the big feet situation again. But to me, these feet don't look like it can have ice blades on it. No. You can go into fighters. I mean, seeing how you survived a kick from Emma, I think you'll be fine. And then Meowstick can go more into the skaters. Swirlix, no. Slurpuff, however, it's gonna have a difficult time keeping its balance, seeing how its arms are so wide out, so I'm gonna put it to sliders. Binnacle can't do it either. Barbaracle is just a bunch of tiny Binnacle stuck together, and that's teamwork, and teaming is not allowed in this, so we're gonna put it disqualified. Tyrant, those are way too big feet. No, I can't do it. Halucha can go into skiing though. That's the same thing with the wings opening as Gligar there. The Dene, that tail's long, we'll get in the way. Can't do it. Move this one to the front. It's my list, you can't change it. Klefki, no. Phantom, also no. I mean, the Decidueye can strap the bow, so I would imagine it can also hold a pair of skis. Hisuian, Decidueye, this one I see more as a fighter. It's fighting type anyway, isn't it? Passimian, this is the goalie position again. Like, this is gonna go fighting, yeah. Komala is gonna be sleeping all the time, so we're gonna put in sliders. Are the Ultra Beasts allowed? No. Inteleon, definitely a good skier. Applin. Wait, no, it's an apple. No, I can't. I mean, that's a child. Isn't there like an age requirement for it? Yeah, it's disqualified. Toxtricity though. This one can go, that's the performance thing of the music, so we'll put it into skaters. The Lynx, that's cheating. That's just multiple ones. Maybe one, but no, it's disqualified. These fossil ones, it's a fusion of two Pokemon. I feel like that would be disqualified, right? Yeah, no. Cleavor has access for arms, I guess skaters. Blood Moon or Saluna? I personally would say it's disqualified because it just kind of treated as legendary. And then this pig, nah, I don't think it can control its body weight properly. Spidops can do it 100%. And we're gonna put it to fighters because Machop also has this multiple arm thing. Although now looking back at it, I feel like that is technically disqualifying it. Oh, disqualify these ones. Nimble is going to be very nimble on the ice, ha ha ha. The Mousehold family, I mean, literally, that's again, Mousehold is just 2. No. This dog, sliders. I feel like I should be basing this off of something, but I'm not. Scovillain has 2 big feet. No. Ooh, Flamigo would be actually pretty interesting on skaters. Yeah. I don't know, something about Zatotl makes it seem like a good slider. I think there's even a Pokemon card on that. Vertigraph, I think it's way too big to do any of these sports, so I can't do it. Okay, I can see King Gambit sitting at the very end of the bobsled. Paradox forms feel like they would be disqualified too. Gimmighoul with the chest is not going to be able to do it. Gimmighoul without the chest, it'd be difficult to judge something so small, but skater. 100% Goldengo can go snowboarding. The Treasures of Ruin are disqualified. Paradox, Paradox, Paradox. I think we're done. If this is useful to you, use it as you wish, but I'm gonna move on with my day.